up? So, I lost a friend, and going through a lot with loss lately, and in fear of loss. So, I had the death of a very close family member a few weeks back. Can't even keep up with time. I think that was probably like a month ago. And now I have a friend that he was a new friend. I've known him for a year, but we had just started talking, and he wanted to join my support group. He overdosed. 36 years old, my age. And this was right after my sister's friend's overdose. Both heroin. And I think, obviously these people, they're not he didn't commit suicide. This was an overdose caused by just addiction, but he had been clean for many years, and he had a surgery on his colon, and then the opioids, I think, led to increased, brought back his addiction. Nobody knew he was using again, and obviously, when I talked to him, he always seemed kind of down. He worked a lot, but he talked about his kids a lot. I never met his kids or his ex-wife until today, unfortunately, at the funeral. So it's an epidemic in this country, and he was masking his depression. He was dealing with a lot, but he was an amazing father. And I got to see a little bit of that today. I could already tell that he was, just by the way he talked about it. All he talked about was his kids. But today they showed a slideshow, and oh my goodness, it was all about them. He was always with them, and a lot of it I was a little bit jealous, just thinking about, I don't have kids because of my mental health and mood disorder and whatnot. And I have the potential to be a really good father. I'm not a patient person, and people say, oh well, that'll change. Normal people, but they don't know mental illness. But he was a very patient person, and he had a lot of attributes that I wish I had. And very patient with his kids, very wonderful father, always doing things with them and taking them places and being very active in their lives, working. Everything he did was working towards them and their future. And it's just rare, that's a rare thing. And to have that burned out just like that. I talked to him the day before he did it, or either the day he did it. Depending on, people don't really know what day he did it, but I don't know how long you've been doing it, using again. But anyway, it's some sad stuff, and I just wanted to share that. I mean, if we put even a small incremental amount of effort, energy, money into suicide and alcoholism and opiate crisis, we're talking, combine those together, we have just in the United States, we have 1.4 million attempted suicides a year. 50,000 succeed. Got 100,000 people die from alcohol-related deaths, over 100,000 people. And that doesn't include car accidents. That's just from alcohol-related disease like cirrhosis. And then you've got 100,000 people dying of opiate, and drug overdoses. Just lost 2 people in the past 2 weeks to an opiate overdose. And then just lost my aunt to cirrhosis, alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver at 49 years old. So it's a 29-year-old, a 36-year-old, and a 49-year-old to the underlying disease of, depression and self-medication. It's a hard time right now with COVID, and people are struggling. They're isolated. It's winter on top of that. It's a hard time, and you just have to keep with it, keep with God, do what you can to survive. I mean, the hardest part about life is surviving life. But nobody gets out alive. That's, in the end. So, anyway, I hope everybody's well. I've been going through, like a regression, and I do better. It's just I can't handle a lot of stress. My dog is dying, I guess you could say. Almost died, but now dying. We have time with her. Hopefully, could be anywhere from 3 months to a year and a half. And my dog and me are closer than you can imagine. She is like my child. She's been there with me for the past 11 years. And I'm talking constant. Like every day we sleep together, we cuddle, so some people just don't understand that. But anyway, so she's got congenital heart failure and kidney disease and airway disease, and I had to take her into the emergency room, and then they ended up, anyway, she's gonna be doing better for a while. But anyway, so I had some people join. I haven't done live in a while. I'm just on a road trip coming back from a funeral. I had a friend overdose on heroin. It's the second friend in 2 weeks. 36 years old, and now he's got two young kids, 6 and 4, without a father, and he was a great father. So, but anyway, I appreciate you tuning in, and gotta spread awareness for the underlying causes of this overdose, this opiate epidemic, self-medicating, this mental illness. So anyway, take care and God bless. Gotta do what we gotta do.